Well, it's happened again, boys. The Netflix live action adaptation of Sword Art Online is it's coming. It's coming. So, I saw this time of recording. I saw this yesterday. I was at dinner. I was in a restaurant having dinner. I was waiting for my food to come. I was eating some bread. You know, the bread they put out for you to eat. I was eating some good old bread with some nice butter, just waiting for my food. I ordered a steak, had some nice steak and fries. The mushrooms were good. I was just chilling, waiting. I was scrolling through Twitter, and then I came across this. The Sword Art Online live action adaptation, which has been in the works since 2018. Since 2018. I first became aware of this in 2020 when I became a Sword Art fan and I became known that, oh, there's a live action adaptation of Sword Art. And at first I was like, that's pretty sweet. Oh, you sweet summer child. Um, it has been officially sold to Netflix and confirmed to still be in the works. The release date is set for the next 5 years. So sometime between now and 2031, we'll get this. I'd rather you just not announce it. I'd rather you just not announce it. Sure, you can announce the live action adaptation is sold to Netflix, but don't say, like, yeah, it's in the next 5 years. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's like when they announced Fate of the Old Republic at the Game Awards, like, yeah, before 2030. It's like, I'd rather you just not say anything. But other stuff they have here is some of the staff who will go over, and Kirito and Asuna's actors will be Asian. They fucking better be. This shouldn't have been up for debate. Most of this cast better be fucking Asian. They better be Japanese. Except for one person. And this is where you can get your fucking black characters. Agil. Agil's black. Agil is black. So if you want your representation, there you go, my man. Agil. He's the boy. Everyone loves Agil. You do not understand how fucking frightened I am. I made a video just a couple weeks ago talking about how my concerns about the solo leveling live action show they're doing at Netflix. I'm fucking tripled that for this, okay? I have more faith the solo leveling one will be more faithful than this would be. I am scared to death of this shit right now. Honest to God, man, I am fucking frightened out of my mind because I know they're gonna screw it up. They're gonna mess it up because here's the thing. If we look at how many episodes this is probably gonna get for like a season 1, let's say. For the Soul Leveling, I think they said 80 episodes, so around that for Sword Art. What are you gonna do in 8 episodes? Are you gonna do like the anime, just breeze through the Aincrad arc? We'll do the Aincrad arc in 8 episodes because the episodes would be longer than the anime could be, right? So we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna blow past Aincrad in 8 episodes. We're gonna do the same thing the show did and adapt the volume 1 and 2 books. Are you gonna adapt some progressive stuff? You're gonna adapt some of the progressive novels as well. I don't know. See, in a perfect world, something like this would be nice. A Sword Art Online live action show where they adapt some of the progressive books and then they adapt the first 2 novels and some of the short stories that have come out since then. You know, maybe they can do stuff with like maybe we can finally get the first day shown as an actual like story. We can do the 7th day, the next day. There was Hopeful Chant, or I believe that's the one where they show how Yuna dies. I believe it's Hopeful Chant, or it's Cordial Chords. I think it's Hopeful Chant is how Yuna dies. They could show that. They got again like all the progressive ones to do, even though progressive isn't finished. You know, there's a lot of the what are they called, the material editions of Sword Art Online, where they got like cute little stories with Kirito and Asuna. In a perfect world, they would do all that, and that would be like season 1 or 2 of Sword Art, right? Of a live action show. That's like 1 season, maybe 2 of Sword Art Online live action, right? But that's not the world we live in. So the concern is like, what are you going to do? What are you going to adapt? And then another concern is how the character is going to be portrayed. Um, in the world we live in today, I have no fucking doubt Asuna's going to get girl bossed to hell. And they're going to make it where she's better than Kirito. She's the true hero of Sword Art Online. Well, that's not the fucking case at all. Asuna is a great character. I love her. She's one of my favorite female characters in fiction, is Asuna, because she's written well. She is strong. She is capable. She's a leader. She's more so a leader than Kirito is, right? She's beautiful. She's all around just a nice person, right? She's pretty much, she is what Hollywood wants in a female lead. So desperately. They've tried so hard in these past couple years to get female leads that will like smash through that glass ceiling, and they'll be the ones that people love, and then everyone will love these female characters. You got one, Asuna, right here. And she's not girl bossy at all. Asuna has her strengths, which I mentioned. She has her weaknesses. There was the relationship with her mother that was holding her back. Her fragility in how she felt with Yuki, right? There was the whole Yuki relationship that was kind of going on there. Like I said, I mentioned her mother thing because the one with her mother, Mother Rosario, is Asuna's story arc, and that really does a lot of diving into Asuna, how she and her mother aren't on the best terms. She kind of caves to her mother's pressure a lot, and that whole thing was Asuna finding the resolve to fight back and say, no, you don't get to tell me how I live my life. I will live my life. I will decide what I want to do. I will be with who I want to be, which is Kirito, and you can't tell me what to do. Essentially, that's the basic premise of Mother's Rosario. And then it's not just her shitting on her mother. Her and her mother come to an understanding, and her mother starts to understand why Asuna loves VR so much. It's a very nice story, and you get Yuki introduced. Asuna gets like a younger sister figure type thing, which is then mirrored with Kirito and Eugeo later on in the next arc. So like, Asuna's a very well-rounded character, and when it comes to her relationship with Kirito, it really isn't one or the other's better than each other. They both complement each other. While Kirito can be a bit brooding and a bit, he's socially like inept, how to interact with people, Asuna covers that because she's the more warm and inviting of the two. Kirito definitely has the more technological knowledge out of the two, like when it comes to video games or how just technology, computer stuff work in general. He's the master of that. He's a smart motherfucker, right? Kirito's probably smarter than she is, but that's not like saying she's dumb. He's just like an insanely smart individual. So they complement each other greatly, right? They're always comforting the other if the other feels down, right? Asuna is there for Kirito to be his anchor to the world, and he is the same for her. He is her anchor to the world. It's a beautiful romantic relationship between the two, and they complement each other beautifully. And I have no doubt that Netflix is going to see that and say, fuck that, and they're going to make her the fucking girl. But I wouldn't be shocked if in this show she starts dating him out of pity, and they're going to make Kirito the most incel you've ever incelled. Even though he pretty much is an incel during the show. He really is. And the whole thing is he becomes the cool guy. He's the hero of Sword Art Online. He frees everyone. He gets the girl at the end. And then he goes on to have even more adventures where he proves what a fucking Chad he is. That's the story. And they won't do that. So this is all just, at first it's like, okay, what are you going to adapt, right? How are you going to handle this? How are you going to tackle this? Then it's, how are you going to modern audience bullshit this, right? That's another one. And then, of course, the casting. All the actors in this fucking show better be Asian. You know why? Because it takes place in fucking Japan. The only actor who shouldn't be is Aegyo, because he's black, and he moved to Japan with his wife, Trish. They're the only ones. Everyone else better be fucking Japanese, all right? And I mean everyone. Liz, Silica, Klein, Kaiba himself, Argo. If you want to add Mito, you can add Mito into it, right? Yuna, Nautilus. Add them all. Add them all, man. Add them all. But let's take a look at what the response has been. Oh, before we do that, there is, of course, this big thing we need to go over. Who is doing the show? So we have, oh my god, Laeta Caligridis, whatever. She's done Cleopatra and Altered Carbon. Now, I know you see the Cleopatra and you're like, hold the fucking phone. It's not that Cleopatra. She is writing and producing the show with Patrick Massett and John Zinman in creative roles. So let's take a look at Patrick Massett and John Zinman. They actually have pretty much the exact same roles. As you can see on their IMDb, it even says sort of online showrunner. So Patrick Massett he wrote the screenplay for the Lara Croft Tomb Raider movie. Okay. He wrote 2 episodes of the 2008 Knight Rider reboot, which, that show's alright, I guess. I don't hate it vehemently, but it's like, even when I watched it as a kid, I'm like, okay. He wrote 2 episodes of Blacklist. The Blacklist is a good show, so okay, and that's pretty much all that. And then he also co-executive produced pretty much all those other shows. It says he's an executive producer for Sword Art. It's the new one. That's the anime. This is the new one. And then John Zinman pretty much has the exact same fucking credits as this guy. And then we go to Laeta Caligridis, whatever. She is going to be writing the show, I believe. Yeah, she's writing the show. So we take a look at her writing credits. She wrote the Birds of Prey show. We're off to a good start. She was an executive producer. This is her producing credits. This is her producing credits, I believe. Yes, this is her producing credits. Sorry. So she was a co-executive producer for the Birds of Prey show. She was an executive producer for Avatar, White House Down. Why does White House Down only have a 6.3%? That show's fucking awesome. I mean, that movie's great. White House Down's a great movie. I mean, hell, they have Sword Art at a 7.5, so it's IMDb, Terminator Genesis. Oh, okay. That one, that score is too fucking high. And then she was an executive producer for Altered Carbon and Ambulance. Not a new, because it's 2022, but it was a Michael Bay movie. I've yet to see it. I want to see it, and I just never did. And then writing. So she wrote 14 episodes of Birds of Prey, and she developed the show. She wrote Terminator Genesis. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not good. She wrote the screenplay for Alita Battle Angel. Okay, that movie was alright. She wrote 18 episodes of Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon, from what I was told, it started good and went off the fucking deep end. So this was just based on her characters, right? So the Cleopatra thing is it looks like it's a movie that is not out yet. It's a feature film based on the life of Cleopatra, and Gal Gadot is Cleopatra. So it's not the Cleopatra that you saw on Netflix where she was black. It's not that one. This is an entirely different one. But I mean, like, this writing credits, they don't necessarily fill me with hope. The only thing that I could think is, like, maybe it'll be okay is the Alita Battle Angel stuff. Maybe. And maybe the first bit of Altered Carbon would be like, okay, but but let's take a look at some of the replies here. I know just the perfect guy for Kirito. Hey, man. Mario, Star-Lord, Garfield, fucking Kirito as well, starring Sydney Sweeney as Asuna. That legitimately looks fucking good. I'm not even gonna lie. That legitimately looks really good. Just how bad is Hollywood screenwriting now? It's the worst. No! Hopefully Netflix go out of business before this happens. Sadly, that's not going to happen. They're about to get fucking Warner Brothers. This person's somewhat excited. They'll fuck it up beyond all recognition. Enough with the live action. Agree. Who keeps asking for this? They didn't learn from Cowboy Bebop, did they? No. He is ready to play Kirito. Born for it. Yeah. Spitting image. Is it going to include the Asuna and the elf scene? Oh, fuck. We have to get to Fairy Dance. If we ever get to Fairy Dance, how are they going to do that? I wonder. Because then they have to introduce Suguha and deal with all that. Oh, that's going to be funny. Death Note called. They said, don't bother. Why can't anime just stay as anime? Not everything needs to be live action, especially on Netflix. Agreed. Agreed. Just wait till Netflix does a live action remake of Mushoku Tensei. Oh, no. So we're gonna remove that Asuna scene in the live action, right? You know what? Maybe not. Maybe in the live action they'll actually show them having sex. Maybe they'll do that because Asuna and Kirito have sex the night they decide to get married. Maybe they'll do that. We should have one, possibly two more episodes of SEO Abridged by that point. Probably, yeah. So, as you can see, the replies not too kind to this. I believe I have some quotes from the post. I can't remember which one. It's this one. Yeah, okay. So we have quotes from it as well. So are you guys ready? Here we go. We should ban Netflix globally. I'm never paying money for this piece of dirt. No, we're fucked. Get it killed and buried permanently right fucking now. Fuck Netflix. Fuck all the live action adaptations. Agreed. That's in a fucking foreign language. I don't know what that is. Netflix is on. It's the opposite of a roll. Writer Cleopatra done. Again, we went over. It's not that Cleopatra. It could still be shit, but we don't know. Not everything needs a live action adaptation, man. But why? Not everything needs a live action. I hate this. I hate this so goddamn much. No one asked for Netflix. I love Sword Art Online, and you guys are gonna fuck it up like you always seem to do. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Red flag 1. See you saying Sword Art's a red flag. Nah, buddy. That's the only green here. The comments are gold. They are. Made by ChatGPT. You know what? It looks like a pretty good fucking poster, actually. Hold the fucking phone. That actually looks like a pretty good poster. If it's anything like that, I might have some fucking hope. You know, I might have some fucking hope. Honest to God. But it won't look like that. Even though that'd be like the dream. As a longtime SEO fan, I'm not watching this. Yeah. True. Oh, Chibi, yeah. Breaking news. I puked reading and being reminded of this announcement. We're going to witness a dumpster fire potentially higher than Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh, it's going to be fucking, yeah. I need more reasons of the actual anime. Please let me work, please. Not falling for the bait. They're going to Netflix cast this guy with the Japanese word for black as a name. Stop it for fuck's sake. Yeah. Breeds deeply. Yeah, it's bad. So there's another one we can go over here. For Pirate Nation, he did the same thing. So it says Netflix for searching for things to ruin with their shitty directors and writers. Yeah. I'm still wondering how they're going to find two Asian actors to both look the part and can speak English well enough to not be awkward. That's easy, dude. You can easily do that. Yeah. 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 We need to stop these live-action anime adaptations. Some stuff is just meant to be animated or drawn. It's a miracle that One Piece wasn't a complete disaster. Oh, just wait for season 2. Just wait for season 2. No one asked for this. You could have just adapted Attack on Titan with a higher budget than the movie that was made. I mean, they'd fuck that up too, man. Like, they'd fuck that up too. Okay, okay, I know. Netflix this, SEO is bad that, but if it's good, the world will be healed. It won't be. I don't know how I feel about this. This was my first absolute favorite anime of all time. Anime adaptation have been pretty bad, so I don't trust this. And I'm reading the light novels of the Universe arc. Please don't ruin it for me. Hey, we're in the same boat. Project Alicization is perfect Western production, but I hate Western woke making their representative bullshit again, in excuse of erasing Asian. True, Project Alicization is pretty good for Western stuff. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong here. Are all the residents of Underworld, do they all look Asian? Because I remember seeing somewhere where some people are like, not all of Underworld is like supposed to look like Asian Japanese. If that's the case, you can get some Western representation there, I suppose. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the Dex Sterling, huh? Please no. Don't ruin my favorite anime. Bro called me a loser. I'm excited. You're a loser. Mother's Basement celebrates since he needs to make more SEO hate content to pay for his mom's plastic surgery. I mean, his wife's plastic surgery. Yeah, that dude he's fucking on one, huh? Didn't he just crash out like a couple months ago on Trump or something? Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared as fuck. Please keep all the characters like they are for the love of everything. Don't diversify or any extra BS. I love SEO. Don't fuck this up. Whoever is watching these trash live-action movies to make Netflix think they'll profit off more should be tortured. Just don't do the weird incest part and we're good. It's better in the novel, okay? It's better in the novel. Because what I want from a video game scenario is to see it all happen with real people that will look nothing like the original characters. Truly, they have their fingers on the pulse with this one. No way. Fucking Tobuscus himself has said, this was my favorite anime because they clearly borrowed from Ultima Online. Please make it good. Tobuscus is a Sword Art fan confirmed. This is just more proof about why he's fucking amazing. He's got the diamond sword. Dash attack. Hey, let's go dash attack. The original is trash, so I can't even fathom how bad the Netflix version is going to be. Nah, you wrong there, brother. I'm sorry, Dash. I'm with you on a lot of shit, but this one we disagree. Sword Art is the shit. We got more of that. I can't say that. I'll get taken off. No, I don't like that. This is going to be so fucking bad, honestly, but let's see how they do it. I mean, I'm going to watch it anyway, just to see it. And I will be critical as fuck when this comes out. We're going to get the weird hair sniffing scene in IRL 2. That's right! That's right! Sugo sniffs Asuna's hair in her bed. He does that in the hospital. You're right. He does. He does. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't gonna be going well. I did look up, by the way, Netflix anime live action adaptations, so we can get a bit of a guide here. We have the One Piece, right? Which season 1 most people really love, right? Did really well. Season 2 is coming out soon. People are a lot more trepidatious about that one. Let's see if the Netflix season 2 curse happens. If it is good, I'm happy, right? Good, great. They didn't fuck off this, but I believe the 2 showrunners are gone from season 1. They're not there anymore, so the hope kind of dies, right? Bleach. I didn't even know they did Bleach. They probably fucked that. It's a movie. Yeah, they fucked that. Rururi, they did movies of this? Really? Oh my god, I didn't even know that. Death Note, the Death Note one's a fucking travesty. This is fucking garbage. As a Death Note fan, this was fucking shit. They did Full Metal Alchemist movies. Yeah, I remember these. I remember being told that these weren't good at all. Kingdom, I have not seen the Kingdom one, so I can't speak to that. I don't know why Violet Evergreen's here. They did a City Hunter movie? I did not know they did a City Hunter movie. I might have to watch that. Zom 100, I have no idea about this one. I haven't seen the anime that this is based off of yet either. So I kind of have to. Yu Yu Hakusho, I've heard mixed things. I've heard some people not like it, some people do, so we'll see. Alice in Borderland, from what I've heard about Alice in Borderland, the first 2 seasons are great, and then season 3 fucking sucks. So there's that. The Avatar. Okay, yeah, Avatar was also very mixed on the reception of it. I've seen people fucking hate this show. I've seen people who like it. I've seen people who are in the middle where they have complaints and they are things they like. I think the biggest problem everyone had, from what I've seen, even people who really love the show, was what they did with Sokka. Yeah, and I believe they said that Toph's not going to be as tomboy in the new season. It's like, that's her character though. Cowboy Bebop, what a fucking travesty this was. This fucking sucks. When the creator of Cowboy Bebop says this doesn't feel like my original writing, you fucking failed. And can someone tell me what is the name of the show where Netflix race swapped a character and it's like he's essentially a slave in the original anime and they race swapped him to be black in the show, so now he's a black slave because their virtue signaling demanded it and it made them more racist? Please tell me which one that is. I would love to, remind myself. But there we go. The Sword Art Online Netflix show is a go. It'll be here in the next 5 years. By that point, we'll have had 2 more episodes of SEO Abridged. We would probably have I think another fucking presidential election would have fucking happened by then. GTA 6 may or may not be released by that point. Who fucking knows? The PlayStation 6 may be out by that point. Definitely the PlayStation handheld that's rumored might come out. ChatGPT may be out of business by that point. Who fucking knows? Maybe by that point, everyone will finally get the anime Kakarot wives we were promised years ago. That was promised to me 1,000 years ago. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Sonic the Hedgehog 7 will be out by that point. You know, like, I don't fucking know. Maybe the next Sonic, mainline Sonic game will be out by that point too. Who knows? Maybe Sword Art will actually do something and we'll get in Reki Kara. Maybe by the time this is out, fucking Reki Karahara will finally finish Unino Ring in the books. We can only hope. We can only hope. But thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys all next time.